Hey there folks, welcome to the first episode of the Baja Broadcast. Today we're going to show you how to wire a camper topper. This is the ARE camper topper from the brake light, as you'll see us do today. I'll show you what tools you need specifically. Without these you might not be able to do the job. So you need your full-size multi-tool for safety and for stripping wires, your pocket knife, and I think honestly that's probably all you need. You'll need some electrical tape, but without that you could do the job. It just might be a little interesting. So today, here, let me show you quick. Just like, as you can see right here, that's the brake light, the white and the red. It's fed in through the hole there, and we're gonna splice that with this little ARE cable that goes right. You can see it there. It's in focus. That's the ARE logo, and that wires all the way down here to the rear brake light, which you'll see momentarily when we get it all set up. Okay, so here we go. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut with what every you could use a butter knife, but we'll use this this John Benz and Tools tool to cut those. You know, some people, you know, are pretty picky about their tools, but you know, for us here at the Baja Broadcast, just whatever gets the job done, you know. And so I made the cut. Not really sure yet what I'll do now. Need to strip those. I think I read once that this pocket knife has those a wire stripper on it. Never used it before. I usually use this to like clean out the gunk on my phone, but maybe it'll work here as well. First let's try, you know, stripping these ones and see where they go. It's got this little hole in it. I don't know if you stick it in there, but we'll figure it out. But I think probably you're supposed to do it like this, but there's tools for these things, you know, but sometimes, you know, you're stuck on the side of the road, you're out 4x4 or all-wheel driving in the case of the Baja here, and you know, you don't have all your tools with you. You gotta just make do with what you got. And you know, some people, you know, they have the Baja because it's their dream car and they spent their life savings on it, and they don't have money for those tools. And you know, their uncle lives in a different province, and otherwise he'd be borrowing his uncle's tools. But sometimes you got to move to a different province to, you know, try a new province. You know, take your car out on a different highway, as it were. So that's just some people's case. I don't know. It might not be everyone's case. Lots of people have the tools that they need, and all the power to them. This video is maybe not for them. This video is for people that, you know, you have to make do on the road, like I said. So strip that one. As you can see, there's copper inside, which is pretty cool. Lots of people strip copper out of buildings and compile it and sell it for money. It's a pretty good source of income for a lot of people. No shame on that. You know, that stuff's worth something. You know, you don't have to dig it out of the ground again. Just reuse it. Why bother? So I'm gonna strip this next one, and we're gonna see what happens. You know, I'm not an electrician, or never really wired anything on a car, but I've seen a few videos, and you know, I think it's something that you can just figure out on the fly if you put your mind to it. And you know, that's if anything, that's what the Baja life's all about. It's just putting your mind to it and trying something new with the thing, you know, that not many people know how to use. So here we are doing that. So I'm gonna try to strip these. Some people like soldering this stuff, you know, if you're out 4x4 and or whatever, these things can kind of, you know, get bumped out and loose and stuff. But you know, like I said, you might not have a solder gun on you when you're out in the bush. And you know, that's why some of us get these vehicles, you know, it's because we like to be out in the bush. But you know what, it's still really important to have a brake light when you're out in the bush, because you know, sometimes it gets hairy out there. You get snow. Okay, so there's the copper on that one too. Copper, lots of copper everywhere. yeah, there's snow and rainstorms, and you know, even animals, you know, some of them can see that red. So you want to make sure that they know when you're braking, because you got a moose hightailing right behind you for a while. You better have your brake lights working, buddy, or else who knows what's gonna happen. So getting pretty close here to having them stripped. We'll have to have someone in the front pushing the brake on it so we know if this is gonna work or not. But you know, how couldn't it? You know, we've done our research. We know our Baja front to back, top to bottom. So I'll show you a little close up here and see what we think. So there we are. So pretty sure that these ones are the brake lights, because as you see in the middle, it's the brake light. The other ones are cargo lamps, which, let me tell you, are useful when you're camping, and especially in a camp shell here. And these are, where are you? There they are. Not quite in focus, but you can see there's red and there's some copper there, and you can see the inside of the Baja in case you're interested, because you know, a lot of people don't get it from this angle. So okay, we're gonna try to put these together. Who knows, the wiring on this Baja is a little precious, you know. Sometimes the battery dies for reasons that we're still working on figuring out. So this might not help, but you know what, we're just a drive away from your friendly neighborhood Canadian Tire, and we have those. It's Canadian Tire in Canada. If you know, there's lots of Baja owners in the States, so I don't know if you've heard of that, but we'll make it work here. So today, just to test it out, I'm gonna, you know, touch these together safely, and then we're gonna test out the brakes and see where this takes us. Oh, I think I maybe did them backwards here, so hold on. It's hard to tell because, you know, the Baja wires are white and red, and the ARE toppers are black and red. So really, you're just guessing. But what's the worst that's gonna happen, right? So, okay, we'll get this hooked up, and we'll turn off the camera, and we'll show you what we got from a different angle. Thanks. Okay, so we got a run here. I got my assistant in the driver's seat, so I'm going to show you what we got so far. So as you can see there, it's spliced. We'll probably tape it up, might not, maybe not, probably will, you know, we'll see. And there you can see the cargo lamps are still working, which is great, on and off, which is pretty cool. You'll find those useful. You don't want to disconnect those. And then if you follow it out here, I'll close the topper because that's just how it goes. You hit the light. There you go. You got brake lights. It's a little bit of condensation in there, but you know, that's what happens when you're outdoors. When you're outside, you get that condensation. So that's basically it here for the first edition of the Baja Broadcast. Thanks for listening. If you could subscribe below and like and comment, that would be quite appreciated. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.